Hello, this is Big Man Bond. Today I'm doing my reaction on MikeyAngryBird's reaction on my Super Mario 3D World review, and before it didn't say it was the review by me, and I told him, and he thankfully corrected it on both this video and his Wrath Cortex reaction video thingy on my review. Anyway, in case you don't know, Super Mario 3D World is my Thank you for saying that, STIMPYLAND. Anyway, this game is just fantastic. This game literally has everything I could ask for in a video game. And I mean everything. It's got great graphics, great music, great controls. It's very fun. Has enough content to keep me occupied for a while. It's got many glitches which make the game more fun, but it's still well polished, and it's also fast paced. It's just everything I could ask for in a video game. This is how you make a video game, guys. This game is what we want in today's society, not Flappy Bird or Call of Duty. But anyway, we're just going to watch this reaction video. Now, as for the review is actually not bad at all, mainly because it was made during my third season where my reviews were actually good and watchable. Now, my opinions have kind of changed on the game, and I do mean kinda, but that's mainly because I played the game very differently nowadays. But it is still you just got to get back to the little thingy. So, without further ado, let's start watching this reaction video.
Hello, my name's Chef. My name is LaserBird. So today, we're finally gonna get a reaction video.
Well, at least you got all of the characters' names right in the title this time.
Until we take a break on in May. Until we gonna go back to reaction videos to Big Man Bot's reaction videos on possibly during mid-May. Yeah, you don't know. So it's Earth Day right now. So
I didn't know it was Earth Day on the 22nd of May. Anyway, I'm recording this section on the 24th of May. In case you're interested.
Happy Earth Day, everybody, and Big Man Bot.
Why are you saying happy birthday? Wait, just like happy Earth Day according to him. Oh, never mind. Wait, by May I meant April. Oh, I'm so stupid. I just called April May. I'm just a big fat idiot sometimes.
Today, we're going to reaction to his review of Super Mario 3D World for the Nintendo Wii U. Yeah, not so many spoilers.
Yep, and in case you don't know, which you do by now, and I know for a fact that you do, the game is Expect to hear that more. Just expect, okay?
Let's listen to it.
Warning, this review contains spoilers. Viewer discretion is advised.
But, yeah, everybody always has spoilers in that game. Since Luigi's mentioned Dark Moon always has spoilers. Like, why is Game Boo is in this game, man? Why is there people right now? In the end.
Yeah, the main reason why I, mentioned that there were spoilers because I made the review, well, the first part of the review on the Monday of, the beginning of December, which was literally 3 days after the game was released in Europe. And I already managed to beat it 100% then, except for collecting the last 5 stamps, which I'm not going to do, but hey, whatever. And then I uploaded it 6 days after its European launch day, so I just had to warn people. Now I'm just going to tell you all of this game's release date. Anyway, the game was first released in Japan on November 23rd, 2014, then it was released a day later in North America, then 4 days after that in South America, which was actually which means that this game was actually a launch title in Brazil, because it was actually released the same day as the Wii U was in Brazil. I know they got it late, but that's weird. Just, if you're Brazilian, thankfully you can get a Wii U now. You had to wait a year, but now you can get it. Well done. And the game came out on November 29th in Europe, and I pre-ordered it, so I got it on that day, and it came out on November 30th in Australia. So yeah, we could just skip him talking about the random release dates if he's gonna do that again.
Hello, this is Big Bang Bot, and today I will be reviewing Super Mario 3D World!
Which, in case you don't know, it's my... I just love that scene so much.
For the Nintendo Wii U. Nintendo Wii U.
Okay, let's just talk about that.
Wait, is the sound correct? Yeah, it is. I was just double checking.
Period. Development. Development. Period.
MikeyAngryBird, just to let you know, for all future reaction videos you make, do not tell us the development, because I'm going to do that before you start the video, so, yeah.
Short. Maybe that day. Yeah, you don't know why you hate Valentine's Day. Okay.
I don't hate Valentine's Day, I just find it... I don't even know a video where I mentioned Valentine's Day. I just see Valentine's Day as a random day invented by Saint Valentine for love, which I don't care about. Valentine's Day just seems like a normal day for me. I don't see why it exists other than Saint Valentine. Oh, never mind.
I think it's so long. Cause after the end, the female character as well.
Now this game came out on November 21st in Japan, November 22nd in America, and November 29th in Europe.
And I did not mention the November 26th released in South America and the November 30th released in Australia.
And I got it on that day! Yay! Now this game was first announced in E3 2013.
Possibly like short.
I'm just gonna double check my facts. Okay, so they first announced the game in a January 2013 Nintendo Direct, but all they said it was going to be a new 3D Mario game. They did not say anything about it until E3 2013. So I was kind of right that they didn't really fully announce until June of 2013 in E3, but the idea was first announced in January of 2013. It's just that the actual game wasn't announced until E3 2013.
Development. Well, it wasn't rushed. Maybe it wasn't rushed. Well, it wasn't rushed as Sonic 06, but because some people always come in pretty angry or disappointed for this game because they think it's coming in a little bit sluggish, but become the epic Mario game of all time.
Why does he like saying the something game of all time? If he says, okay, it'll make sense if he said something like... Yes, that sentence makes sense when you say it. But however, when you say something like great game of all time or epic game of all time, it doesn't make any beeping sense. So just make sure that what you say makes sense.
Yeah, that's your favorite game of all time.
Okay, thank you for telling us that, because I think that STIMPYLAND can tell us better. Is anyone going to have a drinking game on how many times I play that clip? Well, go back to the beginning of the video and start having that drinking game, because it's going to be fun.
Yeah, STIMPYLAND joke.
But the only difference is that you didn't use it, but I did use it, so ha ha.
As we're taking a look at
Yeah, I just love that clip. I hope none of you die by the end of this video, so only do this drinking game if you must.
And this game has received many praise from critics.
And it has also received many praise, but a lot of praise from me, because I think it's my... Getting sick of it yet? Well, if you are, leave the video, because I'm not going to stop playing the clip, so shut up.
But do I agree with them? Well, let's find out.
Well, you guys know that I agree with them, because, you know, I played this clip like 10 billion times already in the video. We're only 10 minutes in. just love that clip.
Maybe your favorite game of all time is Spyro the Dragon. Maybe the trilogy. Maybe the first 3 trilogy. Enter the Dragon.
Oh, a guy like STIMPYLAND'S, because hopefully all of us know that Spyro 1 is STIMPYLAND'S. Get used to it. Hopefully you've gotten used to it by yet, but if you haven't, just get used to it.
Why stuff? Because it's pretty okay. Yeah, almost clean.
I can't wait to put this game back in my Wii U. It's so good.
In fact, it's so good that it's my... Yep. I know you get the message by now, but you are definitely going to see that a lot. I warned you, but trust me, I don't even know how many times I'm gonna do it. I'd love if someone actually counted how many times I do it in the entire video.
Oh, sorry for spoiling.
And I love this game so much that this game is still in my Wii U. Yeah, that's how much I love this game. It's like the game I still play on my Wii U. Most of the games I play on my Wii U, I either stop playing and just sell them, or just keep them there for storage, or I just stop playing them after I beat them 100%, like Rayman Legends and Sonic Lost World. But this game is an exception because of how amazing it is and how cool speedrunning in this game is.
Music.
Even before you start the game, it's awesome, because that is such a catchy tune. Maybe it's because I've heard it so much, because I've had to restart the game so much after dying from, you know, speedrunning, but it's still a catchy little theme.
That may have been a lame opening.
Actually, it's pretty catchy once you listen to it enough.
But the main game is way better.
In fact, it's so much better than it's even my... I hope you have gotten used to that joke by now. Because I'm definitely going to use it more than STIMPYLAND did in the Spyro 1 review.
You forget that.
Well, at least in this reaction video, not in that video.
The story intro. Says story intro and gameplay. Well, just get a darn full version of the story intro.
I tried, but it would have been a bit too boring, so I just got the trailer off the internet and, you know, and it was quick, and it was just what I needed. So don't complain. It would have been more boring if it was like the full story, but luckily for you, I did that. Feel grateful. Or else you would have been more bored.
Yeah, you're lazy because you just showing the trailer back in like Halloween 2013 month for October 1st.
That's not me being lazy, that's because I wanted to just show the story quickly and not let you get bored by the real story as in the opening cutscene at the beginning of the game.
The story's simple. Bowser kidnaps fairies from the Sprixie Kingdom but not Peach, and it's up to Mario and friends to save them, including Peach.
That's all I needed to say! That is literally all I needed to say. And originally I was just slowly going through the story with the original cutscene, but that was all I needed. That is all you need to know how simple the story is.
Stop.
Yeah, pretty simple then. Like, Spyro the Dragon had to save the dragon, then Crash Bandicoot had to save Tana.
You don't need to tell us the stories of Crash and Spyro, because that's a bit random.
That pretty hot girl. It's weird. Well, every game will have simple stories, but pretty funny.
Well, yeah, you can't make a joke, because I mean, like, Cat Icarus's Caddy's retrospective from Crash 1, he did use a joke from Gangnam Style to describe her. I hate Gangnam Style, it's so annoying.
Yeah, pretty funny to don't have its own storyline.
Stories, man, but hey, it's a Mario game. Mario games have never really had that much of good stories.
Maybe with the exception of, like, the RPGs, such as the Mario and Luigi games, Super Mario RPG, and the Paper Mario games. But other than that, Mario game stories have either been non-existent or barely even there.
Except if it was an RPG. And at least Bowser leaves Peach alone this time, in the main series.
Now, in case you don't know, if it's an RPG, then Bowser says, I'm not gonna kidnap Peach, I'm just gonna do something, or another villain's just gonna be evil. Or something bad's gonna happen. But in the main Mario game, help! Bowser's kidnapping me! Nothing's going to happen to you, Peach! Help! Ooh, that. Sorry about that little interruption, guys, but I was just getting my Mario toys. Ooh, ha 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 ha! I'm not gonna kidnap Peach this time. Nope, I'm gonna go to another kingdom and kidnap new people. But where should I go? Aha! I should go to the Sprixie Kingdom and kidnap berries! Yeah, that's an awesome idea. Will you excuse me, guys? But I gotta kidnap some berries from the Sprixie Kingdom. I'll see you in the next Mario game, whenever that is. Oh wait, it's Mario Kart 8, whatever. Okay, that was just a random thing I wanted to do. And Bowser's tail fell off, because why not? I know that was just a bit random, but hey, I like being random sometimes. Not as random as I used to be, but I'm still random.
And that was when Mario was sleeping. In Mario 2.
Don't even dare use spin-offs to prove me working, because it won't
I did not say working, I said wrong.
work, because the sequel isn't a possible sequel or something. Maybe there's, well, Super Brothers 2 wasn't the storytelling, well, it's just its own game. Well, it sounds like Doki Panicking on steroids. Yeah, it wasn't.
Super Mario Bros. 2, as in the non-Japanese version, was basically a Mario version of Doki Doki Panic. The end.
On steroids, it's just the same game as Doki Doki Panic. Yeah.
Just with Mario characters, a few Mario enemies, well, enemies which eventually became Mario enemies, and some that were just left alone, and a run feature, and no saving.
Don't blame Nintendo
And altered music.
for that.
In this game, there are 4 playable characters who are all different from each other.
Oh, don't forget Rosalina. Yeah, okay,
I'm not going to mention Rosalina because, you know, that's kind of a beeping spoiler, but you don't unlock her until, like, the 3rd level in the Star World.
It's technically fine because Rosalina is also playable, but whatever.
Because, you know, nobody beeping cares except for you. Actually, some people might care, but I don't care, because after all, it is my... Yeah, you thought you were getting away from that? Well, guess what? You are not. So, shut up, silly viewers. Don't know if I'm gonna kidnap the Sprixies again, but I might.
If you play Mario 2, you should know how the characters play.
I remember
But
Just without any strength, as in, there's no strength needed in this game, unlike in Mario 2. And by strength, I mean picking things up. Because in Mario 2, you had to, like, pick up enemies and tunips and throw them. But you don't need to do that in Mario 3D World, so the strength is annihilated, but the jumping and the speed, that's still the same.
if you haven't played Mario 2, this is how all the characters play.
Yeah, like, yeah, we have it. We have that game on the, let's see, on the Wii. Well,
I own the game on the Wii Virtual Console. And he probably does as well. If he says that he owns it.
and also Super Nintendo if you got it.
Or he just owns it on the Super Mario All-Stars collection. I also own Super Mario All-Stars on the Wii.
Of course, these include, like, a...
It's basically the SNES game just on the Wii, with no differences whatsoever beeping ever. Except that you can use a Wii remote to play the game. And you can't do that with any SNES Virtual Console games.
A little bit easy. Well, except, no, not the Lego Movie, it's pretty easy.
Mario's average.
Caddy Chris! Caddy Chris!
Caddy Chris! Okay, that was terrible, but whatever.
I love you!
What? I love him too. Can we marry him? Actually, no, that's an awful idea. You can't marry 3 people at the same time, or 2 people at the same time. 3 people can't be married at the same time because it's against the law. Even in the Mushroom Kingdom, it's against the law. Shut up, Bowser! No one cares about the Mushroom Kingdom right a minute. But never mind.
Well, wasn't the guest character. That's the guest.
Luigi jumps high.
Here we go! Whee! Ow! I hit myself on the wall. Ow! Sorry about that, Luigi.
Peach can float in the air for a short amount of time.
She's slow. Maybe she's slower than...
She's not slow if you're Cat Peach and you know all of this game's techniques to go fast.
She's slow.
And I do.
More than Turbo without without speed. Yeah, way too slow. Morons.
Unless you know all of this game's tricks like I do.
Morons. Not morons, it's morons.
Toad can run fast.
And I practically know all of the stuff you can do in this game because, you know, it is my... I think I've...
Like Turbo!
And in case you're wondering, Rosalina can spin. And she can even use it in the air to gain some extra height.
But that's only if she's small or in her normal form. Because when she has a power-up, she uses the power-up. Oh, never mind. It's not a huge deal. But that doesn't stop the game from being my...
Galaxy 1 and 2.
I don't know how that works, but hey, it was a
Just to let you know, I was showing you Crown in that part of the game. Or in that part of the review. That's right, I was showing you Crown. That is major spoilers for a game that was only about out for like a week and, you know, where I live when I uploaded the review.
Galaxy, so whatevs.
Bruv. Or in it. Bruv. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking. What's the goal, huh? Well, it's pretty simple. Get from point A to point B. Oh my god. How many games have I reviewed recently where it's just a simple point A?
Well, how about Crash Bandicoot? It's similar to this.
I mean, the last 4 games I reviewed in that time period, Tigger's Honey Hunt, Rayman Legends, Sonic Lost World, and Super Mario 3D World, they all required you to get from point A to point B. At least I'm pretty sure this was my 24th review. I can double check for you if you want. Okay, Big Bang Bot, my channel. Ooh, playlist, that's what I want, playlist. I'm pretty sure it's my 24th review, but I could be wrong. Although, I am 99% certain that it is. Oh, this is an annoying thing with playlists on a channel. Some people may say this is wasting time, but... hey, whatever. Oh wait, it was my 25th review. Never mind, I'm stupid. Oh yeah, Pac-Man World was in the middle. So, that was 5 games in a row which I reviewed where you get from point A to point B. And then Crash Team Racing destroyed the pattern. Beep you, Crash Team Racing. Beep you, even though you are a great game. Just beep you. But Super Mario 3D World is still mine. I just love this so much. Maybe it's just because I'm using the favourite game of all time clip, but still I'm enjoying this so much.
Super Mario Brothers trilogy, similar to this. And everything is similar to this, but all the games only have point A to point B.
Not exactly. I mean, all of the 3D Mario games before this, except for Super Mario 3D Land, did not require you to get from point A to point B. No, they were mission and collect platformers, as GameStop calls them. Basically, I know you probably know this, but you had like a star or shine sprite for Super Mario Sunshine, and what you had to do is you had to do a certain task to get there. And yeah, you to choose one, and then you got that one, or you could get another one. But you can only get one per level, and then you got chucked back. It's kind of weird that I'm explaining all of this to you, but it's just if you're interested. By the way, I was going to review Super Mario 3D Land once. Yeah, I actually made a review on it, but I deleted it because, you know, it sucked. Yeah. There were quite a few reviews I made, but never completed, or I made, but never uploaded.
It's just
Even in recent times.
hilarious. On the way, you can collect green stars, which help you with progression. By the way, I know that's not green, but it used to be green. And look, there's my green stars. That proves that they were once green. Haha, they were green, and if you don't believe me, then you're stupid.
And if you're stupid, then you're beeping stupid. I wonder if Gligar 13-Bits has this game. If he does, he probably hates it. Which doesn't surprise me, but hey, he's got no brain, and that really annoys me, because, you know, this is my... This is so much fun.
Yeah.
And you can also collect stamps.
Because I need to get all the stamps to post it on Miiverse. Well, I have, like, posted them. Yeah, it's pretty simple.
I got all of them except the last 5, which I don't really want, because, you know, you have to beat, like, every single level as every single character. Which means you have to play each level 5 times. Well, technically, you only have to play them twice, because, you know, you can use a trick to make you only have to beat them twice. And if you have friends, that definitely helps with the amount of times you have to beat the levels, but hey, whatever.
And that's all. Missing 5. You need to get one all the levels to play each character.
But I'm not going to do that, even though this game is my... Just to let you know, I'm not going to stop using that joke, so... Shut up.
Yeah.
Which the game will let you use in Miiverse.
Thank you.
So let's quickly make a really random post in Miiverse with a bunch of random stamps. Maybe one more. There! Perfect!
That should be a time where you actually showed us the stamps. But you didn't, because you're mean. People just have to find it on Miiverse, which they probably can't, since this game has like 1 million Miiverse posts. And I don't even think that's exaggeration, because after all, this game has sold nearly 2 million copies, and this game's Miiverse system is just big, and this game's big, and loads of Miiverse posts are posted on this game every single beeping minute.
Let's just send this to Miiverse. Yay, it was sent to Miiverse, so please, yeah, that photo if you use
I know it's not a photo and just a Miiverse post, but whatever!
Whatever.
The game contains all your typical Mario power-ups and enemies, but there are a few new items such as the Super Bell, which will turn you into Cat Mario, who is awesome, by the way.
Yep, especially if you know how to use it. And I do, because this is my... After all. Ah!
Oh, wait a minute. It says, skip to 4.4 because the audio broke while I was setting this to my PC.
Now, the thing that happened in this, practically the exact same thing happened while I was trying to make my reaction video on his reaction video on my first and my third review. Practically the exact same thing happened, only instead of happening for like 30 to 35 seconds, it happened for like 18 minutes. And 18 minutes is way too long.
My PC, but basically, there's a Tanuki version of the Super Bell which turns you into a statue and gives you coins when you ground pound. This is the first.
And it turns you into a golden statue, kind of like some old Japanese myth I've heard.
Level in the game with this item. It's Mushroom 2.
Well, that's the only level I remember with it, and that was like the first level with it. Mushroom 2, I don't remember any levels after that which had the item, only Mushroom 2.
The sound is broken.
Then why don't you skip it, you big weirdo? Plus, the same, I know I said this before, but the exact same thing happened when I was making my reaction video on my... Well, MikeyAngryBird's reaction video on my first and third review, and hopefully that won't happen with this reaction video. But you will know if it has or not, depending on whether I've uploaded it or not.
They're simple. You jump with either A or B. These are controls.
I don't know if he's gonna skip the controls, so I'm gonna skip the controls.
See, why do you hate Angry Birds? Maybe Angry Birds is...
I don't hate Angry Birds, it's just not my thing. I'm just not a big fan of Angry Birds. It's not my thing, unlike yours. Angry Birds is definitely your thing. You're like one of the biggest Angry Birds fans in America, and you're like my biggest fan. But, hey, I'm not really that interested in Angry Birds. Angry Birds is just a average app where all you do is fling birds at thingies. I don't hate Angry Birds, I'm just not a fan of it, unlike you. I do own a bit of Angry Birds merchandise, but I'm not a big fan of Angry Birds. Let's just say that. I just don't care for Angry Birds. Sorry to infuriate you and other Angry Birds fans, but it's just my opinion. Well, at least it's better than Flappy Bird, I can definitely tell you that. Flappy Bird just needs to die in a pool of lava, just like Liger 13 vids.
And Spot, you hate it? You think it's okay, but you always have...
Just because someone thinks something's okay, doesn't mean they hate it. They just don't like it. They don't hate it, but they don't love it either. They just think it's okay. I don't care for Angry Birds, and while I don't hate it, I just don't like it either. I'm not going to watch the Angry Birds movie, which is going to come out in, like, the future. And considering the track record for video game movies, it's probably going to suck. But it might be good, but that's still not going to make me watch it, because I'm going to be even older, and the only animated movies I'm really going to see are the ones I'm going to be interested in. Like, if Disney makes another awesome movie, or if there's, like, a Pixar sequel, or, like, a new Pixar movie which I'm interested in, then I'll go watch those. DreamWorks have just lost all hope for. They just don't make anything interesting anymore. I'm not even going to see a How to Train Your Dragon 2. It looks interesting, but just not interesting enough for me. Although I definitely think it is for you.
Well, just t-shirts and radios and...
Yes, I do own a bunch of Angry Birds t-shirts and clothes, but I'm still not a fan.
Where's the blushes you get? Well, you don't have blushes. That's a liar. The cake is a lie.
That's because my parents don't let me buy plushes anymore. They just don't. It's so beeping weird. And I have a lot less than I used to, so I just still don't see why they don't let me buy them anymore.
Although
I'm pretty sure you'd rather hear me talk more about the video and rather not complain about what, and rather, you know, me complaining about my parents' poor decisions and annoying girls in school. But anyway, whatever.
But that's useless because that's just a duck jump. Mario can use his long jump.
Like Mario Galaxy.
Running, hold one of the Z buttons and then jump, then press the jump button. And Mario also has this spinning move.
That's so
By the
funny.
way, it makes you jump.
Yeah, he might be able to make another Best of Big Brown Bot video. If you can, as in if you have enough source material, then do it, please. But if you don't, I can live with that. Plus, please make a video where you tell us your favourite reviews made by me and tell us why in full detail and show some of your favourite moments from those reviews. And please, and I mean please, do not commentate over the scenes. But that's only for when you make the top 10 best reviews made by me. You could do it if you want in the Best Big Brown Bot. I'm just saying.
Really, really high, which is actually really, really useful. Those are the controls. They are absolutely fine. I don't have a single problem with them. And you can also wall jump, but I think you should know how to do one of those. It's just nice and simple. They're easy to learn, and overall they're just great controls.
The controls are absolutely fine, and they definitely help the game being my... Without them, the game would not be my... Because, you know, the game just won't control well, and that'll make the game a lot more frustrating, but in the wrong ways, and for the wrong reasons.
Now, the only problem I have with them is that you can't triple jump, and that is an extremely minor flaw which I can easily get over.
I don't even care that you can't double jump. I don't even find it a minor nitpick anymore. After all, this game is my... And everything else good with this game just makes it my favourite game of all time, and I don't really care that you can't double jump anymore.
The controls are perfect, and even then,
Where's the key? Get the key.
there's no, even with no triple jump, that's still not a big problem. Now let's talk about the graphics. The graphics are absolutely beautiful. It's bright and colourful. All the characters look charmed. The text looks just fine. The backgrounds look great. The levels look great. Everything about the game looks great.
Yeah, the game looks amazing, and while graphics don't make games, the graphics still help making it my... I'm pretty sure that some of you who actually accepted the drinking game are dead now. Sorry to all those people, but I warned you there was going to be a lot! YouTube hates me. Sometimes.
It looks great. Although I will admit that I preferred the bully's looks in Mario 64, but still, Super Mario 3D World still looks amazing.
It's not that the bullies look bad, it's just that I like their aged, polygonal look in Super Mario 64. But again, it's still an extremely minor thing, which doesn't take away the fact that the game is my...
Now let's talk about the music. The music in this game is great. There are tons of great tunes, the sound effects are fine, and
that dinosaur is growing up like
this is how it has the great tunes of the street from the Castle Library from Mario 64, but in case you're wondering, my favourite theme in this game is the Ghost House theme. Just listen to it.
I can just tell you why I love this song. I love this song because it's just so atmospheric, it's so nice, so calm and so chilling, and it just fits perfectly with the atmosphere. I just love the song, it's amazing. Okay, it's not calm, but it just fits perfectly and it's just so beautiful to listen to. It's just amazing. I love that Ghost House song. It's just amazing.
Yeah. Sorry, you'll be solid Nintendo. What are you
The Star World, but still,
jerking
it's
off for that,
annoying.
or
Plus,
walking out?
everyone has to be different characters, which can also get annoying if two people want to be the same
Oh
character.
gosh, not that dog noise.
And also, I've heard there's problems with the camera when you're playing with 4 people. So maybe if there was 5 people, the camera could be even worse.
But hey, you don't unlock Rosalie until the Star World, so I can definitely get over that. Plus, I never play games in multiplayer anyway. It doesn't even detract from the fact that the game is my... Wow, I've listened to that more than I've heard bananas. And I've heard that more than annoying laughs from young 12-year-old girls.
The game also
As in one particular one, which I'm not going to mention, but whatever.
includes a rendition of Mario Brothers called Luigi Brothers.
It's Mario Brothers, the Luigi version! Yay! I'm finally the main character of Mario Brothers! Yay! Because it was the year of Luigi when this game was released! Yay! Shut up, Luigi!
Now, I don't really see the point of this. I know it's the year of Luigi, but all the...
I never play Luigi Brothers ever. It's just a completely pointless thing. I know this game was released in 2013, which was, you know, the year of Luigi, but still, it was pointless, and I didn't care for it, and I never played it. But the game is still my... So that's literally the only problem I have with this game. Luigi Brothers. It's just 100% pointless, and there's no reason for it to exist other than the year of Luigi. Plus, the gameplay just sucks. The controls are awful. I just don't enjoy the original Mario Brothers on the NES. It just controls awfully, and I just don't enjoy it. The only other really annoying problem I have with the game is that you can't leave a level while you're in the air, which means if you fail while speedrunning a level, you can't just go back to the main menu. Nope, you have to go back to the Wii U menu and then start the game up all over again. It's so beeping annoying. But it's only really a huge problem if you're like speedrunning individual levels and the main game. Wait, maybe not the main game, but if you enjoy running individual levels like I do, it can be really annoying.
This is the NES version of the original Mario Brothers, which was a mediocre game. The only reason why I'm complaining about this is because, other than this being the year of Luigi, I do not see why this is in there.
The only reason it was made because, hey, it's the year of Luigi, let's celebrate, yay! But there's 8-bit Luigi references quite a bit in the game. And all they needed to do was just add a rendition of a game which has aged horribly, Mario Brothers. Seriously, the game controls like complete beep, and it just ruins all the fun. Unlike this game, which has fantastic controls, which helps it to become my... Oh my god, I just love that. Probably a bit too much.
And since I don't like the original Mario Brothers,
Maybe it's Easter egg.
Mainly because of how awfully it controls.
this annoys me, but it's still there. Now, there's one more thing I want to talk about before going through the positives.
Possible?
The game includes Captain Toad levels, where you play as Captain Toad and you have to find all the...
Why is the camera
Now, this doesn't
not so
sound bad,
tilted?
it's not, it's actually kind of...
I don't remember if it was inverted or not. It might have been inverted, but whatever.
enjoying it.
Just use the I meant enjoyable.
It's certainly not amazing, but it's not bad either. Now, the only reason why I brought this up in the negatives is because of the camera. It's so annoying.
I beeping hate the camera in the Captain Toad stages. I don't remember if it's inverted or not, but the camera is still horrendous. You can also move it with the Wii U gamepad, and it just makes it even worse because you move it when you don't want to move it, and it's just so cheap, and it doesn't control automatically. It's 100% manual, and it's just so beeping annoying. And it definitely increases the challenge, but for the wrong reasons. And especially the last Captain Toad level, that is so beeping hard, and the camera definitely doesn't help.
Camera, you have to use the right analog stick until the Wii gamepad.
Do you have autism or something? Please, I have.
Yes. Or what I prefer to call it, alienism.
I have autism for that. Yeah, you have autism or something?
I do. Didn't you watch, you know, my Crash Bandicoot the Wrath of Cortex part where I was talking about it? He might have, I don't know.
I think it's coming. Is it real? I think it's coming true or why?
The camera is just a...
Are you saying you're autistic? You know what that means? We're both aliens! Yay! That's awesome! Voti, we are both from different planets, both stuck on Earth, so that's disappointing. Boo-hoo.
Hey, since it's 100% manual
Not as
and
people
0%
spiral the dragon when you
automatic, and since
turn
you
the
move it
camera.
two ways, sometimes
Practically every PS1 game did that. I just wanted to do that because it was fun.
you'll move it with the gamepad.
Let me sing it. Why is the button? Why the camera is the button?
That is literally the worst why is the camera inverted thing ever. In fact, I'm even going to put the real beeping thing on just so you can hear what it's supposed to sound like.
Why is the camera inverted? 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 Why is the camera inverted?
I'm doing a MikeyAngryBird thingy, yay! Never mind.
The camera's inverted twice.
Oh my god, that was just beeping awesome. But anyway, let's just get back to his Spiral 1 review. Just to remind you that, you know, Super Mario 3D World is my... How many times have I done that by now? I wonder if any of you are counting, and if you did count, tell me.
And that will really annoy you and it'll catch you off guard. It's just so annoying. But other than that, this is a good change of pace to the game. And well,
It can be fun, and it's interesting in finding out what to do and the puzzles. It's just interesting to know what you do. It's interesting, and it can be kind of fun if you know, you like that style of gameplay. Personally, I find it annoying. But hey, I'm not the biggest puzzle fan, so whatever. Plus, the camera is just awful.
I would like to see an eShop title for really cheap, which contains this target.
Yeah, I'd love to see a mini game where it's basically a big Captain Toad game on the eShop. Yeah, just make a game. Just make a Captain Toad game with a lot of levels. Make us pay like around £10-ish on it. Or lower, and boom! We got it! Super Captain Toad Runner! Or Super Captain Toad Adventure, yeah, Super Captain Toad Adventure. That will be just great. It'll be a fun game. I'll definitely download that. I just hope that the camera's a lot better.
But that's just my opinion. Now let's talk about all the positives.
Yes, and there is definitely a lot of positives, because after all, this game is my...
First off, the catsuit's beeping amazing. You can scratch enemies, you can climb up walls. It's just amazing.
Plus, if you know how to use it, you can break the game. Yeah, and I definitely know how to use it. Because after all, I've seen loads of speedruns of this game, as in individual level speedruns, and it is my... So you should have expected that, especially since I said that, like, earlier in the video.
I love this catsuit, and it's just an amazing new power-up to the Mario series, which I hope doesn't go away in the future.
If it goes away, I might cry. Seriously, I might. Especially if it's another game like Super Mario 3D World. If it's a Galaxy game, and if it's not as broken as it used to be, then I could get over it. But if it's another Super Mario 3D World type game, I think I'll cry.
Also, the raccoon suit is nowhere near as broken as it was in Mario 3D Land.
Actually, it is, because if you combine it, if you know how to use the cat suit, you can mix it with the Tanuki suit, and you can get a lot of speed, and you can jump really, really, really far, and it's just so beeping cool taking shortcuts with it. But it's still more broken in Super Mario 3D Land, so there's that. Plus, if you really want to break the game with the Tanuki suit, you need to know how to break the game with the cat suit, and then just mix them up. But I know how to do that, but you know, this game is my...
Well, it wasn't broken, but where the heck is what matches the Tanuki suit? It's missing. Yeah.
I don't care that the Tanuki suit is missing, because after all I ever use is the cat suit, unless I need to use the Tanuki suit to, like, make a huge jump mixed with the cat suit.
The raccoon suit is missing. That's painful.
Another thing I love is that there are some levels which make use of the gamepad, such as touching something to make it appear or blowing.
Yes, it is interesting that the game actually uses some of the Wii U's gamepad's features. While they don't take full advantage of it, how they use it is quite cool. And it's definitely interesting.
To make hidden items or blocks appear. And there are even levels which make you blow to make the propellers move, as well as finding hidden items. Although it does move when
bird!
Okay, he definitely likes saying that. And did he say the pit in, you know, the game where he said that? Because I'm pretty sure that he said that in Link Faces of Evil, where Link killed him with, like, a book. Or, I don't know. I haven't seen, like, Zelda CGI things in ages.
Be careful. Now, all I have to say is level 2-2, which is the level I'm playing, gives perfect examples of both the blowing and the touching, which is really cool. Another awesome thing is that there's that 3.6 references Mario Kart entirely in a main Mario game. How awesome is that?
Okay, let's do that. Okay, let me put on that turbo music until...
Turbo music? You know what this means, right? Skip stuff.
A third version of that song while you play as
now, the character who I played the least as was Rosalina, but that's only because it takes forever to unlock her. In fact, I'm playing the level that you have to beat to unlock her, and this...
Star 3. The third level in the 9th world. That's after you beat Bowser, and it takes a very long time.
Star 2, the
made out of
special world,
clay.
the night world of
Those
the
guys
game. And that's the only reason why I didn't play it.
so cute with yellow spots. I call it asteroid Goombas, maybe, or alien Goombas.
As much as the others, because it takes forever to unlock them. But other than that, I played as everyone else equally, and when I got broken...
Nowadays, I practically only play as Princess Peach because of how broken she is with the catsuit. But I do sometimes play, but in a couple of levels, I do play as a different character, depending on what's best for speedrunning, but most of the time, Cat Peach.
I equaled my time as her as well.
Right.
This game also has a very good leg. It took me roughly 17 hours and 38 minutes to beat this game in total. And
that's to beat the game 100% except for the last 5 stamps. I don't know how fast I can beat the game nowadays, but hey, I can always try again someday. And if I'm ever able to record Wii U footage, I might make a Let's Play. Yeah, I might. I'd love to make a Let's Play on Super Mario 3D World, because after all, you guys may know this by now, but it's my... Oh, I forgot to do this again.
As we're taking a look at my...
I still love that.
my weekend for you guys, beating this game 100% other than these 5 stamps which will take you a while to get.
Yep, and I all did that because I loved it so much, and it is currently my... I don't know what game will beat this game in terms of my... and when that game will be released, because, you know, I just don't know at this point in time. And I don't even know how you get much better than Super Mario 3D World. Or surely you can fix, like, the Captain Toad levels and remove the Luigi Brothers, or the Luigi Brothers game, but, yeah, they won't. If this game ever gets a sequel, it won't get, you know, a Luigi Brothers game, and if Captain Toad returns, hopefully they'll fix his camera. But hey, they're not required unless you want 100% completion. And Luigi Brothers isn't even required at all, it's just a bonus mini-game.
Oh, bother. This game was a really good length, and also, I love that spinning move!
Yep, spinning move, it has returned, and it will be back in a little bit. But you just gotta wait a little bit. As in a second. Oh, and did I mention that this game is my... I did? Oh well, never mind, let's just see the spinning bit.
Spinning move!
I love that song.
Me too.
Okay, here's the end. Alright. Let's see he has fonts for this game. And now, let's quiet, please. And then... it's finally done.
Overall, Super Mario 3D World is amazing. This is
It's so amazing that it's my...
fantastic game. Now, I do have a couple of flaws with the multiplayer, and the camera and the Captain Toad levels is annoying, and I don't see... And other than the Luigi's 30th anniversary thing, I don't understand why they put the Luigi Brothers in the game. But overall...
And you can't leave levels while in the air, which is really annoying. You have to be on the ground.
Well, this is still an amazing game.
Yep. And it's also my... I've used that joke more than STIMPYLAND has. At least 10 times more than he has.
The graphics are great, the music's great, the controls are great. Everything about this game is just great. If you have a Wii U, buy it now!
That was his favorite game of all time.
Don't you mean my... I think he does.
Quiet, man, quiet. Just calm down. Okay.
You don't have a Wii U? Buy a Wii U now! This game!
Yep, definitely buy a Wii U if you don't have it already. You have to buy it. Just because Nintendo has high copyright strikes, that should not stop you from telling other people how amazing the Wii U is. That's not stopping me either. So go buy yourself a Wii U right now. People complain about the Wii U's price, but guess what? It's £100 cheaper than the PS4 and £180 cheaper than the Xbox One. So shut up.
Instantly get an A+. This game is amazing.
Nope, it does not get an A+. Nope. Since the game is my... The game gets an S, which is my best rating ever, which I can only give to my... Which is this game, Super Mario 3D World, and not Spyro the Dragon. There's no such thing as an S+. The highest my ratings go is an S, and that only goes for my... Which is the game I reviewed in the video, and what you're doing, a reaction video on Super Mario 3D World.
European launch day, and since then, I was playing this game as much as I could to beat it. I was trying so hard. I was using Game Explain to find stamps and stars in some
If I needed their help.
levels. That's just how much I wanted to beat this game. This game was just amazing. That was my weekend of 2013 at the end of November, guys. So overall, buy this game right now if you have a Wii U. If you don't have a Wii U, buy it now.
Buy a Wii U and this game, the end. The Wii U is one of my favourite systems of all time, and this game is my... So just go out there right now, buy a Wii U and a copy of this game. The end. This is the only game you need for your Wii U. The end.
If you have any requests, please leave them in the comments, but make sure it has been released before you request it. If it's a modern game, wait till it's released in Europe to request it, and if it's a retro game, you can just request it anyway, but do be careful with the system you request it on, because I might not have that game on that system. But anyway, this is Big Bad Bot signing out. Oh, and I love this game so much, so...
I love it so much that it's my...
I'm going to kiss this game.
What the? Where I am weird. Yeah, I am weird.
I am so weird that I just kissed my... It's almost as weird as kissing my girlfriend. And by the way, I do not have a girlfriend. I definitely have more girls that I don't like.
It may have been dumb, but whatever.
After all, it is my... And I love it more than any girl I've met ever, so yeah, I had to kiss the game. Even if it wouldn't kiss me back.
Bye! Hey look, I'm a fairy!
That was meant to happen much earlier in the review, but I decided to chuck it in the end just because why not? And something's going to return!
My leg! Oh my leg! Oh my arm!
that he was watching it on the playlist.
Okay, let's.
But hey, he's finished watching my review on my... So, what would you expect? Also, I'd like you to make a reaction video on that Crash Team Racing review. Please?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, his arm is a little bit missing. Yeah. I'm just a random idiot. Yeah, just missing the arm. Yeah, I'm looks useless. Yeah, so, Big Bot, you will, like, do, like, a 31 review. Maybe you will review, like, let's see, like, we will, like, do, like, Pac-Man World, Triggers on You Hot on the May release. So, the release window, so, bye. And that's how, that's his favorite game of all time!
Don't you mean my... Of course he does. What else would he mean? Seriously, what else would he mean?
Bye for now.
Okay, there is one huge issue I have with this video. He did not go into his full opinions on what he thought of this review, which sucked. But anyway, I still really enjoyed it. Maybe it's just because of the favourite game of all time thingy. Oh, I'm sorry. But I still really enjoyed it. The favourite game of all time thing may have, you know, made it more fun to watch, but I don't care. It was still really fun to watch. Maybe if it was just because of the... joke thingy. So anyway, thanks for watching my reaction on MikeyAngryBird's response, or reaction thingy, or reaction on my review on my... I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. That's my thoughts. I just loved it. Maybe it's just because I did that joke a billion times, and I really hope that none of you are dead who accepted the drinking game. But anyway, that was just really fun. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that those people who accepted the drinking game didn't die from, you know... So, please comment, rate, and subscribe. This is Big Bang Bot signing out. Oh, and before I leave, and I mean before I leave, I hope that those people who accepted my drinking game challenge are still alive. Anyway,